Greetings, YouTube universe. Welcome back to Comets and Cogs. I'm Logan.
And I'm Jonah. This is going to be our first full video podcast. This means that not only will you be able to listen to our thoughts and facts, but you will also be able to see our faces as well as any footage of content that we're talking about. Also, notice that this episode is going to be on YouTube, not Spotify. We have yet to find out if this change is permanent or temporary.
We hope you all had a happy holiday, and we're excited to record for you again. Today we'll be discussing non-robotic machines that could be used to explore space. So, before we discuss how these robot or machines could be used, we have to actually define one first. So, according to our research, we've defined a non-robotic machine as it doesn't require AI, and it must be pre-programmed with a human operator.
Yeah, because if you think about it, essentially all space robots that explore space nowadays they're programmed with AI, they're autonomous, they can move on their own without any human input. So we define these machines as machines that they require human input and they can't move on their own. Take an RC car for example. So you got your RC car, and the only way for it to move, the only way for it to drive, is if you make a drive using the included controller. You have to turn the wheel or push the knobs to make the RC car go. It'll only go using human input. It uses no autonomous features, no AI. That's essentially what we're defining these non-robotic machines.
And similar in that category, rockets also probably count as non-robotic machines because they require manual operation from pilots, like captains and crew who operate it in it and fix it up if it has damage. And
essentially, rockets and RC cars are all we can really think of, but essentially just anything that uses no autonomous features, anything that will only work using user input is what we describe a non-AI machine in terms of space exploration.
Now, on to the uses.
Stop recording.
So now that we know what a non-robotic machine is, we can discuss what they could be used for. And one example is, of course, rockets taking astronauts to space and using that to, do further exploration.
Because, like we recently established, most rockets require human input in order to be able to go. The captain might set like some sort of control panel or steering wheel tell the rocket which way to go. It's not autonomous. There might be some rockets that are autonomous, but most rockets or spacecraft or shuttles and stuff might just require human input in order to go.
And it doesn't have to be, for that RC car example, it doesn't have to be the whole car, because England has been developing a telepaired robot arm that can be controlled by a human operator with a remote control, so they can pilot the arm from far away to collect specific things.
That is correct. But I believe that the correct term is teleoperated. You know how you can call someone using a telephone and it broadcasts waves of sound. This is something similar. It's like a broadcast to the machine. In related news, Intuitive Machines, which is a robot creation company, has created a new electric, hybrid rover called Moonracer. Essentially, it can either be autonomous or crewed. I'm pretty sure that there are already space rovers that are driven by astronauts on, say, moon travel or Mars travel, but this is essentially a hybrid. It can either be piloted by the astronauts inside. It can be driven. It can be driven and operated by like the main control station, like the space station on Earth, or it can be autonomous and move on its own. So it's essentially a 3-in-1 space transportation vehicle.
And now, for our final topic, what could be the future of these non-robotic machines?
But before that, a quick message and shout out from our sponsor. Okay, stop recording.
Hey everyone, this episode is brought to you by the Birmingham Education Foundation. You might be wondering, what does the BEF exactly do?
Good question. The Birmingham Education Foundation, or BEF, is all about helping our schools reach new heights. They're like the secret weapon behind some of the coolest learning experiences you'll find in our classrooms, just like the podcast that you're currently watching. From the microphones that we record with, to the stands and cables connecting our voices to you, the BEF has funded this opportunity.
Here's the scoop. The BEF works with the whole community to raise funds that are then used to support innovative ideas from our teachers. Basically, if a teacher has a great idea that they could really use to make learning awesome, BEF is here to make it happen. And exactly what Mr. Nepa and Mr. McLeod did, they brought their exciting idea of student podcast to the BEF.
Exactly. Teachers and school staff can apply for grants all year long. So whether it's for high-tech projects, hands-on experiments, or unique field trips, the BEF is helping bring those big ideas to life for students like you.
So next time you're doing something amazing in class, remember, BEF might be the reason why. Big thanks to the Birmingham Education Foundation for making this great learning experience possible.
To learn more or support them, visit birminghameducationfoundation.org. That's capital Birmingham, capital education, capital foundation.org. And now, back to your scheduled program. To conclude this week's episode, we have talked about what defines a non-robotic machine, their uses, and potential uses in the future. Building robots, machines, or other technology, especially space exploration technology, takes lots of research and work, but every day and every breakthrough takes us one step closer.
Once again, as we say in every podcast, you can contribute to the development of new robots and the exploration of space, whenever it be something small like a donation, or something as big as joining a space exploration organization. The possibilities are endless. In next episode, we will talk about how robots could explore non-solid planets or gas giants. But until then, I'm Logan Cogswell.
Jonah Drew-Hundley.
Left.